What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome back to another video on their channel. So in today's video I am going to be giving you guys a review of the Manchester United squad. I'm going to tell you guys the best lineup, the best formation and the best player instructions and custom tactics. Now let's get right into it. So they're originally at a 4-3-3 defend I believe, but I switched it around to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Now this is a very effective formation on Ultimate Team. It's also quite effective on normal seasons as well if you have the right types of players. Now I'm going to tell you what I have in this Man U squad as starting, you know, because there are quite a few options even for left back. You've got Blind, you've got Shaw, you've got Darmian. There's so many options, and you know their ratings, they aren't too far away from each other. There's a difference between 1 or 2 ratings. And then we've also got the centre back position, which is extremely competitive. You know, you got Jones there, you got Rojo, you got Lindelof. Just so many players you could put in there, but for some of you guys, you might put different players in there, but it's just what you guys prefer. But this is what I prefer, this is what I'm showing you, this is what worked best for me. Now, I played the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow because it is a very organised formation in this game and it fits the Man U squad nicely, you know. 4-3-3, if I played a 4-3-3, there's so many different wingers that I'm just spoiled for choice from, and I just can't make a decision whether to play Martial, because on one hand Martial's bigger than Sanchez, you know, he's got more of a physical presence. We also know his card's also broken in game, but Sanchez on the other hand, you know, he's agile, he can move, change direction very quickly and that, and you know, maybe his movements and his dribbling is better than Martial, but Martial's a stronger player and he's going to keep the ball more. That's just my opinions. You're going to be able to manipulate the LT control with him much more than you would be able to do with Sanchez. But getting in goal, I did leave the Herrera in there. You know, there's not much competition. There's Romero, who's just... De Gea is just on another league to keepers like Romero, so De Gea has to be Man U's #1. Right back Valencia, one of the best right backs in the Premier League in this game. Great sprint speed, and great stamina. That's what you look for in a fullback, you know. If his pace is there, that's what's paramount. That's the most important attribute, and that's why sometimes I choose a player who's lower rated over another player, because simply because of their pace, you know. Daily Blind, he's higher rated than Young, but 58 sprint speed. Yeah, his stamina's good, but 58 sprint speed. He's just gonna get absolutely torn apart down the left wing. So now I have Young, you know, 78 sprint speed, 75 stamina. I do think he's a bit quicker than that in real life. That is a bit harsh for him, but you know, he's okay. He will do, you know. My two centre backs are Boye and Smalling. Smalling was so OP last FIFA. He's decent this one, and Boye is great in this game. You know, I've used him a lot in Ultimate Team as well, and he's just solid. You know, at the beginning of Ultimate Team, when you wanted your meta Premier League squad, and even now, if you want a meta squad, he's in most of the meta squads. You'll see, you know, cheap meta squad if you got a budget of 50k or something. Most likely Bailly would be in that defense. Also other options, I had Rojo, but I don't know about Rojo. He'd be more of a someone to bring on when my other centre backs get tired. But stamina, 77 stamina and 78 stamina. So there is potential for my centre backs to get tired later on in the game. Maybe even if it... actually this is season, so it wouldn't go to extra time, but just later on 70th minute, 80th minute, when you just want to close out the game and make sure your defense still have legs, because pace is very important in this game, you know. If your players are tired, especially your defenders, you're gonna have a huge problem at the back. Now, my DM in this formation, I've got Matic. He's a big guy. And he knows how to protect my defense very well. He's just a great box-to-box midfielder, defensive midfielder. he really likes to assert his authority on the midfield and allows the midfield to maintain its structure. The DM kind of keeps the formation structured and keeps the whole midfield together. Now to my right centre mid, you can have Pogba or Matic in DM, but Pogba can do everything in game. He can part. He's got good sprint speed. He's also got 5-star skills. He can shoot. He can play a good pass. He doesn't feel stiff on the ball, which Matic could. Matic does feel stiff a bit, but Pogba, he just feels natural on the ball, you know, and he can do everything on the ball. He's not limited, you know. You could start a counter attack with him. You could even take a long shot with him. You're not limited, if you guys get what I mean. Same with Herrera here. Now Herrera's lower rated than Pogba by 5, but he can still do most things a midfielder, like a box-to-box midfielder, does. He can pass, he can pick out a good pass, he can dribble, he can actually take a good shot as well, and he can win aerial duels, you know. He's not short or anything like that, and he's also a very strong player. Now in cam I have Lingard, who's decent in game. He's not great, but he is decent. He does get the job done, you know, and he's someone you just play around, if you guys get what I mean, you know. If I can do a bit of close control with Lingard, maybe Pogba sometimes can get up the pitch and cause a problem for my opposition. And then up top I have Alexis Sanchez, who did play striker at Arsenal, who can play striker if you guys look at his suggested positions on this page. And then next to him I have Lukaku, who's more of a target man, you know, more of someone to hold up play, or even if you want to sometimes cross it in from corners, he'll be there to header it in. If anyone's gonna score a header, you know, why can't it be Lukaku? Now getting into my instructions, I have both my fullbacks on stay back while attacking. I've got Matic on man mark and stay back while attacking. I've left my midfielders on balanced attack. I always have my cam on step forward, stay forward, because I've already got so many midfielders that are gonna be back. I've got Matic in there, who's a DM, who's always going to be back while I'm attacking, so I shouldn't have any problems with telling Lingard to stay forward. And then for Sanchez, I have getting behind. I'd prefer to have getting behind on both strikers, but obviously you'd have to adjust that to the types of players you've got up top. So for example, I have Lukaku, who's not someone who's going to be getting in and behind. He's going to be one of them people to hold up play, slow it down a bit, and hold up the ball for and wait for the right opportunity to thread in a ball to Sanchez getting in behind, you know. He's more of a target man and someone who's gonna keep the ball for me. I also have him on press back line. I'm not gonna have him cut passing lanes. He hasn't got the pace for that. With press back line, you know, it doesn't require a lot of pace. You've just got to be jogging to the player and putting a bit of pressure on your opposition to clear the ball out. And then Sanchez, have him on getting behind and cut passing lanes. He's got the pace, he's got the stamina to do so. So I want him to cut passing lanes and see if he can steal the ball for me, so I can sneak a goal in. Now getting into my custom tactics, I have 80 speed on build up play, 74 passing. Usually in this formation you like to play quicker FIFA, you know. This formation fits very quick 1-2s and a very quick style of play. Now positioning, I have on organised. Chance creation, I have 75 passing, 50 crossing and 63 shooting. Positioning also on organised. And defence, I have 65 pressure, 57 aggression and 50 team width. And then my defender line is on cover. So if this video helped you guys out, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.